1230 and 101.9 FM.
Hello and welcome to Tiger Baseball Field. We are ready for the first of a doubleheader. Alamogordo versus Mayfield here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9. Thanks for tuning in. It's going to be a beautiful night for baseball, almost a little warm. I know I'm a little warm, which is okay. This is fantastic weather for baseball. Tigers are already out onto the field. We're just about to see the first hitter of the day. Tigers are dressed in their I call them kind of old-school Astros uniforms, the multiple colors with horizontal stripes in gold and black, and in black numerals and in white as well. And I think we might have an issue with maybe one of the numbers. I want to say Bradley Anderson was shown as wearing 12, but I think he's wearing number 2. I was a little confused on that as well. I wonder if that's a... They may have to adjust that. I think they're going to come and double check that, make sure that they've got it correct. I think it was just a mistake of a number. In all honesty, so I think they're just going to. Yeah, I think it showed as number 12, but he's number 2. So, anyway, Tigers ready to go. Brett George is going to get the start today, pitching from. As a righty and behind home plate. Or wait, no. Brett is a lefty. I'm sorry. So with the left hand, and it'll be Cash DeLanda behind home plate. So we'll get to the rest of the defensive setup. Ethan Mackey leads things off for Mayfield in their hunter green jerseys. He's looking to lay down a bunt, and that one's going to go foul. As Mackey is racing up the first base line. Now the comeback counts 0-1. Mayfield in their green jerseys with yellow numerals and white outlining. And see if it says Mayfield or it says Mayfield across the front. It says Tigers across the front of the Alamogordo jerseys. Mayfield has the gray pants. Alamogordo has the white pants. Lefty versus righty to start here. And that one, I think, must have missed a little low. And it's 1-1. A.R. Carrillo is in the on-deck circle, and that'll miss down and in, and it's 2-1. Antonio Reyes, the starting pitcher for Mayfield, will bat in the number 3 spots, and then it's Adon Campos as George winds and deals. Down and in again, and it's 3-1. Julian Gallegos is in the number 5 spot, and he's the starting shortstop. The third or left fielder is Alan Moran, and he'll bat 7th tonight, or 6th tonight, I should say. And that one looking for the outside corner is going to miss, and that's a walk to open up the game, which unfortunately we saw a lot of those on Saturday for the Tigers. A.J. Carrillo will bat in the number 7 spot. He's the starting second baseman. The starting third baseman is Andrew Melenda, and he will hit 8th, and batting 9th is Miguel Gonzalez, the right fielder. Tigers defensive setup. In center, it's Bradley Anderson. Rylan Carroll is in left. And in right field is Bryce Viescas. Carrillo bats from the left-hand side. The lefty versus lefty. Runner goes right away, and that one is going to deflect away from DeLanda, and it's going to end up all the way over near the Mayfield dugout, and that's going to allow the runner to advance all the way to third. Unfortunately, it didn't seem like anybody was helping Cash know where the baseball was in that spot. It kicked off to his left, and he kind of stood around looking for it for a while and didn't know where it went. So already a runner on third, and it's 1-0 the count to Carrillo. And this one is hit in the air and foul and out of play. 1-1 the count. Infield for the Tigers, we already mentioned Brett George on the mound, and Cash DeLanda behind home plate. Gabriel Collazo is playing first base. Cameron Duchesne is at second. Dominic Bruno Ramirez at short, and Jeremiah DeRezzo is at third. And looking for the outside corner, gets the called strike, and pulls ahead in the count 1-2. George working out of the stretch. And the pitch. And that one comes in, and I think it hit the runner, or hit the batter, I should say. And so you hate to lose that on a 1-2 count. And so it'll put runners on first and third. And we'll see if Mayfield is one of those teams that likes to try the double steal and force the catcher either to try to make a throw out to second, get the runner there, or hold on to it and hold the runner at third. If you're a slick defensive team, you throw it short and come home with it, and maybe tag that runner out at home. Antonio Reyes will come up, and the runner does go, and they'll throw short, but the runner does not advance from third, and getting the stolen base is Carrillo. These two teams played on Tuesday. Mayfield got the win 10-0. Had a 7-run second inning, added 3 in the third, and that was all they needed to get a 5-inning win. And here's a ground ball to third. That's going to get through. The 1 run is already home, and looks like it could be a second run as well, as there was trouble in left field for Carroll in fielding that ball. And so 2 runs come home, and a quick 2-0 lead here for Mayfield in the bottom, or the top of the first inning. And we'll give both RBIs there to Reyes. Runner on first, and Adon Campos comes to the plate, as the first baseman will get his first opportunity. And I think we're going to get a courtesy runner here from Mayfield for the pitcher Reyes. It looks like it's number 26, Alex White, that's going to get the run. So 2-0 here, the lead for Mayfield. And still nobody out in the inning. Walk, hit by pitch, and then a single. And has brought in 2 runs. Also going on tonight, Alamogordo softball is in Las Cruces taking on Mayfield. And you've got the Tularosa track and field team hosting an event today. Swing and a miss from Campos, and it's 0-1. Tularosa baseball did play today. I have not gotten a result on that one. They did play Hatch Valley a little bit earlier on. And time was called. George was already into his motion, so he went ahead and threw it to home plate, but the pitch did not count. And in the dirt, count evens up at 1-1. And settling back to the box is Campos. Here comes the 1-1. Gets a called strike on the outside corner. 1-2. No steal attempt so far from first from Reyes. And he isn't taking much of a lead, so it doesn't seem to be any intention of doing so. And this one is hit to right field, and this is going to get over the head of the right fielder and all the way out towards the wall. It's going to be at least a double, and it's going to allow the runner to advance to third. Reyes had to hold a little bit, and I think when it was apparent that it was going to get over Viescas' head there. Puts runners on second and third, and still nobody out as Julian Gallegos will come to the plate. Well, tough start for the Tigers here in the top half of the inning. Walk, hit batsman, single, double, and runners on second and third as the pitch comes from George, and this is fouled off and back in our direction. It'll be 0-1. Julian Gallegos starting shortstop with his first swings of the day. Brett set, and here comes the pitch. Try to get it on the outside corner. That misses. And the count evens up here at 1-1. Runners lead away from second and third. George comes back and this time gets it over for a called strike. And once again, ahead in the count. He's been two of these three hitters, or three of these five hitters, he's been ahead in the count. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, but give up a hit by pitch, a single and a double. Or I should say a double. This is the third one. And a check swing, that's a little bit low, and it'll be 2-2. Got behind in the count 3-1 to Mackey before he walked him. And Reyes was swinging on the first pitch when he singled it out to left field. Count even at 2. Here's the pitch. Down and in. And the count goes full now, 3-2. Second and third here for Mayfield with nobody out and 2 runs already home in this top of the first inning. Pitch from George. High and outside, and he walks him. He got the foul off and then a pretty good pitch over the outside corner, and everything else after that point really wasn't close. They had 2 in the dirt, and then that one missed high and away. It wasn't really borderline. And so it's the bases loaded with nobody out, and Alan Moran, the left fielder, comes up for the first time. And Cash DeLanda goes out and talks with Brett George. That leads to the Mayfield third base coach to come and talk to his hitter. And just got a text from Coach Patrick Garcia for Tularosa. They beat Hatch Valley today 7-5, so they're playing Texaco tomorrow for 5th place over at the Nimi-Cole Classic. High and away. It's 1-0. Played a really good Nimi team last night. Ranked number 1 in Class 3A and is undefeated, and lost that one 9-0, but bounced back for a nice win today. Do the Wildcats. 2-0 lead here for Mayfield over Alamogordo. And looks for that one, but it's a little bit high. 2-0 now to Moran. It's kind of been the story of Alamogordo pitching this year. Location and ability to get hitters out with either 2 strikes or 2 outs has been tough, and that one's in the dirt, and he falls behind in the count now 3-0. Nowhere to put him. A walk brings a run in with the bases loaded, and nobody out still here in the top of the first inning. Carrillo waits in the on-deck circle. That'd be A.J. Carrillo. Gets it over for a strike. And it's 3-1 to Moran. And fouled off on the 3-1. And Brett's worked it back to a full count, 3-2. Tigers coming in at 3-9 and 0-4 in district. To tonight's matchup, Mayfield, meanwhile, is this one is hit in the air and foul and out of play. Mayfield comes in at 8-4 and 4-0 in district play. Still 3-2 at the plate here for Moran. I believe Mayfield, Centennial, and Oregon Mountain all remain unbeaten in district so far. Another payoff. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Yeah, may have got a little piece of it, but it's into the catcher's glove regardless. And a nice strikeout there from Brett George. And that opens things up now. You can get a double play and get out of the inning, not allow any more runs across. And maybe more than anything else, just build some confidence here for Brett after a rough start. That looked like that was a little bit outside. The 1-0. And this is popped up and out of play behind home plate. As the count evens up at 1-1. Base is still loaded for Mayfield, and we're still in the top of the first inning. pitch to Carrillo. That's high. Takes it to 2-1 here on A.J. Carrillo. And the rest of the district looks like this so far. I mentioned Oregon Mountain 1-0, Mayfield's 4-0, Centennial 3-0. Here comes the 2-1. And this is hit on the ground, and it is grabbed. And he caught that in the air and is able to double up the man at first. What a play over at first base by Gabriel Collazo. I thought that was on the ground, but he snags it in the air, and he's able to get back to first for the double play. And what a end to the inning the Tigers needed there. Had the bases loaded with nobody out, and Mayfield doesn't get anybody across. They did get two earlier in the inning, but considering the circumstances, that's a fine finish for the Tigers. Mayfield leaves 2 on. They pick up 2 hits in the inning, no Tiger errors, and 2 Mayfield runs. And on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, it's the Trojans 2, Alamogordo nothing, heading to the bottom of the first. After this break, you're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Hi, this is Brandon with Desert Sun. With 3 amazing locations in Alamogordo, we make it easy to buy your next vehicle. Shop new at Toyota, GM, Chrysler, or Honda. We also have the biggest and most trusted used car inventory in the area. And if you need service, our technicians have the knowledge and experience to make sure your vehicle keeps running. Find the best deals under the sun at Desert Sun Toyota, Desert Sun Alamo, or Desert Sun GM, and always online at DesertSunMotors.com.
Hometown pride. At the Winter Circle, we've got a lot of it. In fact, we've got over 50 years of outfitting the champions of the Tularosa Basin. Your one-stop shop for high school sports apparel, letter jacket, t-shirts, polos, hats, and so much more. Get custom embroidery on letter jackets, hats, and shirts, special t-shirt prints, and plaques. Need something for your business, team, or personal use? We've got you covered.
Come see us at the Winter Circle. Outfitters are champions. Go Tigers!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019, and the Tigers trailing 2-0. And Bradley Anderson will lead things off for the Alamogordo Tigers, as he has all season long. Again, if you're just joining us, Alamogordo gives up 2 in the top half, and then finish off with a double play. A nice play on a line out to Gabriel Collazo, and then Collazo gets over to first base and picks up the double play. So unassisted on that double play. And Anderson will see that first pitch in there for a strike. And it is Antonio Reyes on the bump for the Trojans. Right-handed pitcher facing the right-handed hitter Anderson to lead things off. And Anderson will get into this, and he'll get it into left field for a base knock. And the Tigers get started here with a base hit to left field and good speed on the path with Anderson, and Rylan Carroll will come to the plate. Now, certainly what the Tigers are hoping for after avoiding a huge Mayfield first inning. See if they can answer back. Even if they just get 1 here in the inning, I think more than anything for this Tiger team, just building some confidence. And in there for a strike. And it's 0-1 here to Carroll. Working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. 0-2. Good breaking pitch from Reyes. That was probably at about a little bit above hip level. When it came down across the plate, dropped right into the zone. Pickoff move to first. Anderson gets there. That was close. And a little fake throw from the first baseman, Campos, It's like a little bit of gamesmanship. Make the runner think, hey, he threw it back. I can get up all right. Keep the tag on him. Here's the 0-2 to Carroll. Looking for that breaking ball. That one didn't drop in there quite as well as the... Oh, wait, did he call the strikeout? I didn't even see him punch him out there. Okay. That's what threw me off. I thought the pitch was pretty close, but... Runner on first and one out as Carroll strikes out looking. And that breaking pitch will miss inside. Looked like the catcher, Carrillo, was setting up outside, so just missed the spot there. 1-0. Brenda Ramirez at the plate for the Tigers. Run through the rest of this order here in just a second after the 1-0 delivery. And it's in the dirt. Kind of see the Tigers haven't been tested. Maybe they know this Mayfield catcher in Carrillo, somebody they shouldn't be testing. Gabriel Collazo is the first baseman and batting in the cleanup spot for the Tigers. Jeremiah DeRezzo is hitting fifth. Michael Thatcher is the DH, and he's batting sixth. Cash DeLanda hitting seventh. As the 2-0 is a ground ball that's foul up the third base line. And keep it 2-1. Bryce Viescas is hitting eighth, and then Brett George will round out the lineup for the Tigers. Defensively, we already mentioned Reyes on the bump, and Carrillo behind home plate, and Campos over there at first. At second base, it's A.J. Carrillo. And at shortstop, Julian Gallegos. The third baseman is Andrew Melenda, I'm sorry. 2-1. And there for a strike. 2-2 now to Brenda Ramirez. Left fielder is Alan Moran. Center fielder is Ethan Mackey. And right fielder is Miguel Gonzalez. Reyes looks over to first. And the pitch. In the dirt. Just bounces away from Carrillo. But not that far away, so Anderson stays over at first. And the count now full on the Tiger shortstop. In comes set. The pitch. Low and away, and draws a walk. So the Tigers a single and a walk, and they've got a runner in scoring position. And Gabriel Collazo will try to get something going for the Tigers. Collazo certainly can swing the stick if he gets a hold of one. Has the opportunity of big-time power. I think he's got a home run this season. I'll tell you, in high school baseball, you don't get a lot of home runs, at least from my experience. Reyes long, look back to second, comes to the plate, and that breaking pitch is high and away. 1-0 the count here to Collazo. Now the Tigers threatening. Can they cash in? This was certainly the first game against Hobbs. The amount of Tigers left on base was a big number. That one gets in there for a strike. 1-1 to Collazo. One out and runners on first and second for the Tigers. Bottom of one, trailing 2-0. Here's the pitch from Reyes. That's in there for a strike. 1-2. Difficult pitch to spot. It's working across the strike zone from the batter side to the opposite side. And that misses away. 2-2 the count. Anderson at second, Brenda Ramirez at first. anything into the gap. Could score both runs with two speedy guys on the base pass. 2-2. And swing and a miss. He struck him out. Second strikeout of the inning for Antonio Reyes. And Jeremiah DeRezzo will come to the plate. See if he can make something happen with 2 outs for the Tigers. Runners on first and second with 2 down in the bottom of the first. And DeRezzo will come to the plate. Time going to be called by DeRezzo just as the pitcher was getting into his motion. Another close one, but I will say the umpire gave the Mayfield hitter the time in the first inning in the top half and did the same here for Jeremiah. Reyes is a pretty deliberate pitcher. He's taking a lot of time in between pitches. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1 to DeRezzo. And a spin move back to second. I don't think he even actually threw it. Just got the runners to know that he was paying attention to him there. Ray is ready to go again. That pitch misses high, I believe, to DeRezzo. It's 1-1. Ray is working from the belt and the pitch. Gets it in there for a called strike. 1-2. Tigers haven't been able to mark down those breaking pitches yet. And the Tiger fans have already been pretty vocal with that they feel like pitches that are outside. And this one is sent to right center field. That's going to get down. That's going to get in a run. Anderson will score. And they're going to try to throw to third, and the ball's going to get away, but did allow DeRezzo to get to second base, and Bruno Ramirez will stay at third. But an RBI single there for Jeremiah DeRezzo. Ends up on second due to the throw. But most importantly for the Tigers, is they've got to run home. It's 2-1. And have runners on second and third here as Thatcher will come to the plate. I think we got time called by the home plate umpire. I think the catcher Carrillo is needing to adjust his helmet, but he's good to go now. Now, a good piece of 2-strike, 2-out hitting there from Jeremiah DeRezzo. Just lifted it the opposite field. It's in there for a strike. 0-1 to Thatcher. And Thatcher going to send it back to the pitcher. It's off his glove. Throw to first is going to be in time as the second baseman comes up with it, and the inning is over. So the Tigers are going to leave a pair. They end up with 2 hits in the inning. They get 1 run and no Mayfield errors. So after 1 inning complete, it's Alamogordo 1, Mayfield 2 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. And you're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
OFCU is having a spring savings sale on home equity loans. Now through April, OFCU will pay your fees and closing costs. Get a fixed rate of 3.49% APR for a first lien position and 4.49% APR for a second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Give OFCU a call today, 800-376-9000. Other restrictions do apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on creditworthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Visit us online at www.oterofcu.org.
Tularosa Communication is now offering the smart Wi-Fi with built-in network security and enhanced parental controls. Do you have kids at home that you want to protect from overexposure on the internet? Block content, set internet time limits, or app and website restrictions for each family member in the house. Get notified when you have a network intrusion and reroute bandwidth to devices that matter the most, all from an app on your phone. Take control of your internet with Tularosa Communications. Visit tularosa.net or call 585-2700 for more information. Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. As we come back, they're working on the bag over at first base. Looked like maybe it was not sitting flush and having to adjust the dirt around it. And looks like Gabriel Collazo and another Tiger came out and helped get that settled, and we're ready to go. So it'll be the Mayfield Trojans up to hit for the second time. And a strike on the first offering. As Andrew Melenda will send this one in the air to right field. Viesca's tracking after it. He's got it. And the Tigers get the first out of the inning. So after a difficult first inning, just getting that first out to start the top half feels good. And there's one down, and Miguel Gonzalez will come to the plate, his first try. And we'll go back to the top of the order with Ethan Mackey for Mayfield. That's in there for a called strike. And 0-1 to Gonzalez. Trojans, their first 5 hitters in the last inning, walk, hit by pitch, single, as the 0-1 misses. 1-1. Single scored 2 runs, and then it was a double. And then a walk, but the Tigers got a strikeout, and then a double play on a line out to the first baseman. And then Collazo got to the bag before the runner could get back in time. Outside, it misses on the 1-1. It's 2-1. And we'll miss inside. 3-1 to Gonzalez. And well outside it misses, and that'll be a walk. The third walk surrendered by Brent. Puts a runner on first, and Ethan Mackey at the top of the order walked and eventually scored later in that inning. And we had a bat that was on the field of play. Rio in the on-deck circle, able to grab that, and we're ready to go. George working from the stretch as the lefty looks over at first, and he'll come to home plate, and here's a bunt attempt, and that one's going to get down. DeLanda's not going to be able to get to it in time, and he's going to overthrow his man at first base, and they're going to try to bring the runner home all the way from first, and he will score, and all the way to third base, and stopping there. And so a bunt ends up with a run scored, and a runner at third. E2 there for Alamogordo. And it's 3-1 now as Mayfield regains their 2-run lead. And it was one of those that Tigers were kind of slow out of the reaction off of the bunts, and DeLanda got to it, and I don't think he was going to be able to make that throw to first in time anyway. Maybe one of those that you just eat. And instead the throw ends up well over his head, and Viescas able to get it in before the run scored, and man ended up at third. 1-0 to Carrillo's. The first pitch misses. The lefty facing the lefty George, and this one is sent to third base off the glove of DeRezzo. Run will score, and the man will be safe at first. And so Mackey scores, and it's 4-1 Mayfield. With one out, says Antonio Reyes will come to the plate. Singled in a pair of runs his last time up. We'll get the courtesy runner here for Mayfield as number 26, Alex White, will come in. Now, this has kind of been the story for the Tigers this year. It's been little mistakes here or there, and it's certainly, you look at the either hit batsmen or walks, and then errors in the field, and swing and a miss. Here's the throw to second. They got him. Good throw there from Castellanda as they get the man trying to steal it. Might have been a hit and run. The way that Reyes tried to reach the bat out there to get a now they've still got the runner standing over at third, and the third base coach wants to come out and talk to the field umpire. And I'm not sure what exactly he had a question about there, but the throw was in plenty of time. And maybe he felt like it was bobbled or something. It was a really quick conversation. Just ask the umpire something and walk back over. So, 2 outs in the inning now, and it's 0-1 the count here to Reyes at the plate. And Reyes will see that one miss outside. Now, I will say the curveball coming from right to left is getting that call. The fastball on the outside there is not. This one high in the air, right center field. Viescas after it. He's got it, and the inning is over. Tigers do give up a pair, though, in the top of the second inning, each on errors, and Alamogordo trails 4-1 after an inning and a half of play. Mayfield with 1 hit in the inning, Tigers with 2 errors, Mayfield with 2 runs, and nobody left on. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 1019. This is Tiger Baseball.
Now you have a choice when it comes to keeping massive files of your bank statements every month. With an online e-statement, you'll have an accurate, easy-to-read electronic statement you can access anywhere, anytime. Get more control over your cash flow. And no more giant filing cabinets. Our e-statements get an A+. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
At Desert Sun Auto Group, we support student athletes as they strive to be a champion in the classroom and on the playing field or course. Hi, this is Brandon. For over 25 years, Desert Sun has called Otero County home. Whether it's tailgating before Friday night football or fundraising for area programs, we're always behind the youth in our community. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we hope you come by and see us at one of our 3 locations in Alamogordo. You can also find us online at any time at DesertSunMotors.com for the best deals under the sun.
Hometown pride. At the Winter Circle, we've got a lot of it. In fact, we've got over 50 years of outfitting the champions of the Tularosa Basin. Your one-stop shop for high school sports apparel, letter jacket, t-shirts, polos, hats, and so much more. Get custom embroidery on letter jackets, hats, and shirts, special t-shirt prints, and plaques. Need something for your business, team, or personal use? We've got you covered.
Come see us at the Winter Circle, Outfitters of Champions. Go Tigers!
Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 1019, and the Tigers with their 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up in the bottom of the second, and they find themselves behind 4-1 to Mayfield. 2 runs in each of the first 2 innings for the Trojans, and the Tigers did get 1 back in the first. We'll see if they can get something going here against Antonio Reyes again. Castellanda leads things off, the righty facing the right-handed pitcher Reyes, who's mainly been working off-speed and breaking stuff. And in there for a called strike, 0-1. pitch misses a little bit high, 1-1. Tigers will send up Bryce Viescas and Brett George in the inning as well, their first at-bats this evening. A reminder, we're playing 2. Second game will be about 20, 25 minutes after game 1. Outside it misses. Oh, no, they called that a strike. 1-2. I don't know about that one. That was, the catcher caught that about halfway out into the outside batter's box. 2-2 as it misses outside. That one was closer than the last one. 2-2. And this is outside. And the count goes to 3-2. And to the windup, and here's the pitch from Reyes. And it's high and outside, and DeLanda will draw the walk. The Tigers get a base runner to open up the inning for the second straight inning. And Bryce Viescas will come to the plate. Get a courtesy runner for the catcher, DeLanda. And that'll be Nick Martinez. Then he'll run over there at first base. And that'll also lead to A.J. Carrillo going out and, A.R. Carrillo. That's going to mess me up all game long. We've got an A.R. and an A.J. Carrillo out there. A.J. Carrillo's at second. A.R. Carrillo is behind home plate. And it's Bryce Viescas stepping to the plate for the first time today as the home plate umpire finishes adjusting his lineup card. And we're ready to go. Reyes with a long look to first. He does not move very. There are some pitchers that like to work quickly, and there are some do not. That one misses. 1-0 to Viescas. And this is fouled off. 1-1. It's interesting the rhythms that some pitchers, they get the ball back and they want to throw it right away. And some, take the long look to first, set yourself, sit for about 2-3 seconds, and then throw the pitch. It's one of the idiosyncrasies of baseball, and certainly hitters too. The hitters with the different kind of batting stances and everything that makes them comfortable. The 1-1 swing and a miss, and 1-2. As Viescas was a little off on the timing there, and one that was moving away from him. Martinez at first, the courtesy runner. And that's a little low. As tried that breaking pitch again. Looked like the catcher Carrillo was sitting up on that outside corner, but pitch misses down at 2-2. And swing and a miss as he chases one moving away. And that'll be strikeouts number 3 for Antonio Reyes. And Brett George will get his first swings of the day, trying to help his own cause. Got a runner on first and one down in the bottom of the second inning. And if you're just joining us, Mayfield leads this game 4-1. Reyes comes set. And a long pause and the pitch and a ground ball towards second. Could be 2. A.J. Carrillo tosses on to second. Throw to first will not be in time. And so the Tigers with the fielder's choice ground out 4-6. Or I should say Martinez out at second. And George at first. And we'll see if Brett stays on or if we get a courtesy runner. It would be David Pena. And it looks like that will be the man to come on. So courtesy runner for the pitcher, George. And it'll be Bradley Anderson coming to the plate for the Tigers. Anderson singled and eventually scored in the last inning. Tigers get something going with 2 outs. They managed to pick up the run with 2 outs. And we're ready to go as Anderson, the righty, faces the righty Reyes. It's one on the second pitch, the last at-bat. That's in the dirt. A.R. Carrillo able to gather that, and runner stays at first. Line of the pitch. That's in the dirt. And 2-0 here to Anderson. First baseman kind of sneaking in a little bit, maybe thinking that Anderson will attempt a bunt. That'll happen with 2 outs as that pitch, I believe, misses down. And it's 3-0. Anderson showing bunt, pickoff move to first. And again, that's obviously Don Campos' thing over there. He'll feign the throw to back to the pitcher, but keep the ball, maybe hoping to fool that man at first. Anderson was looking to bunt, and he's going to see a called strike. It'll be 3-1. Ryland Carroll in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. And a swing and a miss. 3-2. And don't see many fastballs from Reyes. He's either working changeup, curveball, slider. Reyes comes set. Runner goes. And that's going to miss on the 3-2. Back-to-back, I shouldn't say back-to-back walks, the second walk of the inning. And so it'll be Pena up to second base. And we're going to see the Mayfield coach come out and talk to his pitcher with runners on first and second. And 2 outs, and Ryland Carroll with a big opportunity here for the Tigers. Hoping to at least cut into this deficit a bit. And long discussion continuing on the mound between the Mayfield coach, his catcher, and his pitcher. And now walking back to the dugout. And it looks like we're about ready to go. Tigers trailing 4-1, bottom of the second inning. 2 walks in the inning. That's been it. Red George grounded into a fielder's choice, and I've got Cash DeLandis courtesy runner Nick Martinez out. Runners on first and second for the Tigers. And a long wait for Reyes. Now comes to the plate, and that'll miss outside. Another count to Carroll. And now Reyes will step away, get the runners to go back, and we'll go through the motions once again. And time going to be called by Carroll, and well, I can tell you this first game is most definitely not going to be a very quick-paced game. And a ground ball foul. It'll be 1-1. I wouldn't necessarily call it gamesmanship. I'd just say it's, again, you got a pitcher that definitely takes his time, and hitters are going to try to break that rhythm if they can. And if they feel like he's taking too long, they're going to call time. And Reyes comes to the plate. Here's the pitch. That's high. Now to Carroll. Dominic Barunda Ramirez in the on-deck circle if Carroll reaches. 2 outs and runners on first and second for the Tigers. And that's, well, I guess that missed a little bit high. 3-1 the count. And that's going to be a ball 4 as it misses outside. And it'll be the 3rd walk surrendered in the inning. And Dominic Barunda Ramirez with a big opportunity for Alamogordo. They can get themselves right back into this game with a base hit. And with 3 walks in the inning, do you be super aggressive here? I think you just probably have to go with whatever you're comfortable with at the plate. I think sometimes you go up there feeling like you need to be patient. Maybe you let a good pitch go by. Ray is into his full motion now, and see that one miss high. 1-0. There have been a couple of close pitches, but for the most part in this inning, he's been off the plate. And he seems to be spotting his curveball better than he's spotting his fastball. And this one is sent to the opposite field. Is it down? It is. That is a base hit. And 1 run scores, 2 runs score, and they're going to hold the man at third, and it's a big RBI double, 2 RBI double, and it's a 4-3 ball game in the bottom of the second inning. Dominic Barunda Ramirez comes through, just poked that out to shallow right field, and it is now a 4-3 game. You know, good fight here from the Tigers after losing 10-0 on Tuesday. They've come out with, seems like, a different attitude tonight. And Gabriel Collazo will come to the plate still with a couple of guys in scoring position. Gabriel struck out his first time up. And Collazo, base hit to left field. Tigers are going to tie it up, and they are going to take the lead as Barunda Ramirez scores. And it's Alamogordo 5 and Mayfield 4, as that is 4 runs home in the inning now for Alamogordo. A 2 RBI single for Gabriel Collazo. Carroll and Barunda Ramirez score. And offensively, this is the best game of district for the Tigers by far. After struggling against Centennial last week and then getting shut out on Tuesday, finding those bats again. And that curveball is going to miss high. 1-0 to DeRezzo. Jeremiah singled in a run his first at bat. Runner on first and 2 down, but the Tigers have plated 4 runs. DeRezzo got a piece of that to the backstop. Count evens at 1-1. 2 hits in the inning. 4 runs home, 3 walks. And Collazo's the man at first. DeRezzo trying to keep the rally going. This is the 8th hitter of the inning for the Tigers. And DeRezzo back up the middle, and a diving stop and a flip to second. What a fantastic play by the shortstop, Julian Gallegos, as he goes full extension and flips it onto the man at second, and the inning is over. But the Tigers do the damage. 1 runner left on with 2 hits in the inning, 4 runs home, no Mayfield errors, and after 2 complete, it's Alamogordo 5 and Mayfield 4. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
OFCU is having a spring savings sale on home equity loans. Now through April, OFCU will pay your fees and closing costs. Get a fixed rate of 3.49% APR for a first lien position and 4.49% APR for a second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Give OFCU a call today, 800-376-9000. Other restrictions do apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on creditworthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Visit us online at www.oterofcu.org.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Communications for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service, it's all about you. Call Tularosa Communications to get connected. 585-2700. Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. And a ground ball hit up the middle, fielded nicely by Dominic Bruno Ramirez, but the throw on to first was unable to be secured by Gabriel Collazo. And the runner is safe at first. And looks like the runner having to maybe walk things off a little bit. That was Adon Campos, as he was pretty far up the line in right field. And maybe in terms of running that out, had a little bit of an issue there. But it's a runner on first, and home plate umpire went out to talk to the man out there, and I guess he's okay with him saying he's okay. And we'll get back to baseball. 5-4 Tigers. Nice rally for Alamogordo after giving up 4 runs in the first 2 innings. They end up with 5 of their own. I wonder if this is going to be a back-and-forth affair here between these two sides. The lefty Julian Gallegos at the plate. Pickoff move to first by George before he'll come to Gallegos, though. And now he steps into the box. Called strike on Gallegos, and it's 0-1. That one miss inside, 1-1. Pretty good lead over at first. We'll see if we'll get a check over there. Yeah, comes to plate. Runner does not goes, but it one hops back to the backstop, and Brett ended up on the ground out at the mound. So you got to wonder if he slipped as he went to throw that. And so the runner will end up at second on the wild pitch. And it's 2-1 to Gallegos. Mayfield trying to bring this game back even quickly here to start the top of the third. And missing inside. 3-1 the count. George comes to plate, and that'll miss high, and that'll be a walk. So error and walk to start the inning here for Alamogordo. And Alan Moran will come to the plate. He struck out his first time up. Helped things in the top of the first inning. Tigers had nobody out and already let 2 runs across, and the bases were loaded, and the Tigers got a big strikeout in that spot, then ended up with the double play on the the next batter. Could use another strikeout here. And this one will be hit in the air, and we'll see if it goes foul. It does. Not by much, though, as he lifted that in the air up the right field line. And Moran will be behind in the count, 0-1. Both Cameron Duchesne and Bryce Viescas and second base and right field gave chase after that. Nobody was going to get to that. That was just a little bit to the left of that first base line. That's trouble. The 0-1. Well outside, and DeLanda quickly out of his stance to keep that from getting to the backstop. It's 1-1. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Neither pitcher has really had a quiet inning so far. It's been guys on the base pass all day. As that misses high and maybe a little bit away. It's 2-1. Yeah, both sides been having control issues, and both teams are hitting the ball pretty decently. Here's a pickoff move back to second. Runner is back in time. They did actually throw it as Bruno Ramirez applied the tag. And fouled off to the backstop. Takes the count to 2-2 here on Moran. Into the wide and the pitch. And gets a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Good breaking pitch there from Brett George. Picks up his second strikeout of the day. And gets Moran for the second time on strikes today. So it'll be A.J. Carrillo coming to the plate. Lined into a double play his last time up. Really nice effort by Gabriel Collazo at first. As the righty faces the lefty George. Here comes the pitch to him. That's going to be outside. And it's 1-0 to Carrillo. And Aaron a walk, the runners on the base pass for Mayfield here in the top of the third. They trail the Tigers 5-4. And that one's in the dirt, and it's going to kick away from DeLanda. As he gets to it, the runners will advance up a base each. So it'll be second and third now. It takes a double play out of order for the Tigers as well. 2-0. A couple of wild pitches have moved Campos all the way around to third. And one of those moves Gallegos up to second. Carrillo heading the count 2-0. George comes set from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Inside it misses. And 3-0 to the Mayfield second baseman. The 3-0. It's in there for a called strike. And 3-1 to count. Tigers bringing the infield in, so some wider holes around the pass. And this one right back up the middle, and it is snagged, but the throw home, one hops into the catcher, DeLanda. He really had no shot at that. It was a ground ball over towards Dominic Bruno Ramirez, but if that throws on the mark, they're going to get the runner easily, but because it one hops into the catcher, he took that one off the face mask, and home plate umpire, I think, is going to give him some time to kind of settle after that. So Campos scores on the error, and it'll be runners on first and second for Mayfield, and we're back even again, 5-5 your score. And the pitch from George. And that's in there for a strike. Called on Melenda, who popped out to right field to open up the second inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball. 0-2 now. Error walk error. That's the inning so far. Throwing a couple of wild pitches. And that's been the difference. It hasn't been Mayfield stepping into the box is Melenda. There's the pitch. And this is a foul ball up the first base line. And we'll move everybody back. The count will stay 0-2. One out, runners on first and second. And the pitch will miss outside. And swing and a miss, and he struck him out. I guess it wasn't a miss, tipped into the glove. And it'll bring in Miguel Gonzalez, who walked and scored. And Gonzalez steps in with runners on first and second. So a couple of big strikeouts here for Brett George, and he's an out away from keeping this an even ball game. A swing and a miss that time, and it's 0-1. The wind of the pitch. And that's in there for a called strike on the outside corner. And Brett George, boy, very much the opposite some pitchers today. Brett, I mean, he's one of those guys that as soon as he gets the ball back, he wants to throw, compared to Reyes on the other side. That'll miss high and outside as Gonzalez lays off 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He struck out the side in between a walk and a couple of errors. One run does come across, 2 Tiger errors, 2 left on for Mayfield, and 1 run across the plates, and we are even again. It's a 5-5 ball game headed to the home half of the third. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender. First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Hi, this is Brandon with Desert Sun. With 3 amazing locations in Alamogordo, we make it easy to buy your next vehicle. Shop new at Toyota, GM, Chrysler, or Honda. We also have the biggest and most trusted used car inventory in the area. And if you need service, our technicians have the knowledge and experience to make sure your vehicle keeps running. Find the best deals under the sun at Desert Sun Toyota, Desert Sun Alamo, or Desert Sun GM, and always online at DesertSunMotors.com.
Hometown pride. At the Winter Circle, we've got a lot of it. In fact, we've got over 50 years of outfitting the champions of the Tularosa Basin. Your one-stop shop for high school sports apparel, letter jacket, t-shirts, polos, hats, and so much more. Get custom embroidery on letter jackets, hats, and shirts, special t-shirt prints, and plaques. Need something for your business, team, or personal use? We've got you covered.
Come see us at the Winter Circle, outfitters of champions. Go Tigers!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. As the Tigers come to the plate and try to get their way back in front, which they've been able to score every time they've been up so far. And it's Michael Thatcher, and get ahead in the count, 2-0. Thatcher, the only man not to hit last inning in the second for the Tigers. They sent 8 up to the plate and brought in 4. And a ground ball and a base hit as it gets past the diving glove of Julian Gallegos at shortstop. And Thatcher gets into the hit parade as the Tigers, again, seem to be regaining their confidence here after a few games where the bats just weren't going, or at least the runs weren't coming in for the Tigers. And now they get the leadoff runner on for the 3rd time today. They've had the first man up on the base pass every single time they've been up. And Cash DeLando comes to the plate, walked his last time, and a pickoff move to first. And a little bit of a late reaction there from Thatcher, but he is able to get back in. I don't think Michael's going to be a guy that's going to be trying to steal here, but they're keeping a close eye on him. And first pitch across the plate to DeLanda will miss, and it's 1-0. Called strike. Count evens up at 1-1. I'll miss a little bit low. Runner on first, and nobody outs. 2-1 the count to DeLanda. And that one's going to plunk him off the helmet. He had actually ducked out of the way, and it came down and got him. He saw that one coming, but definitely not one of those where you can say the guy didn't make the effort to try and get out of the way of that. And if you're going to take a pitch off the helmet, then that's the kind of one that you want to take off the helmet. David Maldonado going out to check on the Tiger catcher, DeLanda. And don't know if we're going to see a change here for Mayfield. And I think we might. I see some guys moving around. So we may see a different man on the mound for Mayfield, possibly. Yeah, I think that's the case. So we're going to have a new pitcher. We'll tell you who that when we come back. The Tigers will have runners on first and second. A 5-5 ball game here in the bottom of the third. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
OFCU is having a spring savings sale on home equity loans. Now through April, OFCU will pay your fees and closing costs. Get a fixed rate of 3.49% APR for first lien position and 4.49% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Give OFCU a call today, 800-376-9000. Other restrictions do apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Visit us online at www.oterofcu.org.
Tularosa Communication is now offering the smart Wi-Fi with built-in network security and enhanced parental controls. Do you have kids at home that you want to protect from overexposure on the internet? Block content, set internet time limits, or app and website restrictions for each family member in the house. Get notified when you have a network intrusion and reroute bandwidth to devices that matter the most, all from an app on your phone. Take control of your internet with Tularosa Communications. Visit tularosa.net or call 585-2700 for more information. Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive
1230-1019
with Ryan Richardson Motor Company.
Shifting around here
318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Moving over to first base is number 26, Alex White. And as for how that affects the order, I'm not totally sure if there's who's getting replaced out of all of that. And so moving to shortstop is Reyes, and moving to third base is Gallegos out of all of that. Okay. Hopefully we got you all taken care of. We've got a runner on first and second. That one's going to get away from the catcher, and it's going to move runners up to second and third. So both teams having to fight through some issues in this game, and one of those that, like I said, this felt like this was going to be a back and forth affair, and it has definitely been that. And a breaking ball that drops in there for a strike. 1-1 to Bryce Viescas, who struck out his first time up. And swing and a miss as he's a little early on that, 1-2. And so we go from Reyes, who is a very deliberate kind of thrower, to Campos, who is working very quickly here. 1-2. That's a little high, 2-2. Tigers with runners on second and third and nobody outs. And swing and a miss as he goes after one outside. And the second strikeout for Bryce Viescas. First out of the inning for the Tigers, and Brett George will come to the plate. Looking to help his own cause. Ground ball, anything could bring in a run. And a double play not in order here, so if you can get a ground ball to the right side of the infield, you can possibly regain the lead. I'm sure anything in the outfield, though, might have a chance to take a 2-run lead. And George will flare this foul up the third base side as he takes it the opposite way. And he's 0-1 in the count. Campos winds and deals. It's in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. And it misses high. Takes the count to 1-2. Kicks and deals. And this is hit opposite way, base hits. That'll bring in one. Not deep enough to score another, but Brett George excited about giving himself the lead there. Base hit, opposite field, RBI single for Brett George. And Michael Thatcher comes in and scores on the play. Moving up to third is Nick Martinez, who's in there as the courtesy runner for DeLanda. And we'll see Pena come in again, David Pena, for Alamogordo. And it'll be Bradley Anderson coming to the plate. So the Tigers, again, have scored in every inning. 1 in the first, 4 in the second, and now 1 run in the third. And I'm sure they're hoping they're not done yet. Runners in the corners with 1 out. And what do the Tigers think about stealing in this spot? Not a big lead over there for Pena. And a ground ball foul at the first base side for Anderson. 0-1 for the Tiger center fielder. Single and a walk, 2 runs scored. That's exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. Getting on and coming in and scoring. And that's all he's done in this game so far. Campos comes set. Here's the pitch, and that'll miss away. Now a pickoff throw to first, and that was close. Pena got pretty far away from the bag. And by the way, that is not, that's E.J. Medina that's over there at first base. I saw 26, but it was actually 17. Sometimes even with the binoculars, I'm not reading it right. Bunts, that'll go foul up the third base line. And so 1-2 the count here to Bradley Anderson. Down and away it misses, and the count goes 2-2. I still think I have the wrong person over there first. Genuinely can't pick out his number. Unfortunately, we got this netting that's protecting the fans here that has drooped considerably, and it is, and I've said it in previous baseball broadcast, it's made it a little bit challenging here from the press box. And we got time called as hitter was in and out, and then the pitcher was off, and now it looks like we're about ready to go. All right, so it's number 13. That's first base. So we have Andrew Melenda. So he just switched around from third to first is what happened there. Okay. So we just kind of moved everybody around the infield a little bit. The first baseman's the pitcher. The third baseman's the first baseman. The shortstop's now the third baseman, and the pitcher's now the shortstop. Got it? Okay, hopefully. 2-2 as it misses outside. Runner's going to go and just go ahead and hold on to it. So Pena picks up the stolen base. And now second and third with one out and a 3-2 pitch for Anderson. And this is through for a base hit into left field again. And the Tigers continue the hit parade. An RBI for Anderson, his second hit. And it would be Nick Martinez coming in and scoring. And we got runners on the corners now. Pena's at third, Anderson's at first. And Ryan Carroll, who walked and scored, will come to the plate. So let's see here. Tigers with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits over these first 3 innings, and we're still not through the third. 2 runs home, and the Tigers lead 7-5. And over the outside corner for a called strike. 0-1 to Carroll. First one to 20 wins. Kind of has that feeling to it, doesn't it? Runner goes, and getting a swing on it was Carroll, but fouls it off up the third base line. And he falls behind in the count 0-2. Dominic Bruno Ramirez, who doubled in a couple of runs in his last at-bat, will be up at the plate next, barring a double play. 2 strikes, runners in the corners. Coming set from the belt is Campos. And it's in the dirt, and it stays in front of the catcher, but was not able to gather it in, and so Anderson moves up to second on the wild pitch. And it'll be 1-2 now to Carroll. Swing and a miss as he chases after one, and his second strikeout of the day. The Dominic Bruno Ramirez will need a base hit, see if he can add on to a 7-5 Tiger lead. He picked up 2 RBIs the last time. And he can place one out into right field like he did in his last at-bat. Might give the Tigers a bigger lead here. And he'll again flare it out in that direction, but is a bit too late on it as it'll go foul. And it's 0-1. And we're going to see Campos come off the mound. There was maybe that might have been the baseball that was fouled off out to the right side. Campos into his motion. Here's the pitch. And ground ball, and that is snagged by the third baseman. Toss on to first is in time, and the inning is over. Tigers are going to leave 2 on. They bring 2 in and pick up 3 hits in the inning. And no Mayfield errors. Alamogordo in front after 3 completes on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Tigers 7, Trojans 5. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Sometimes you just need a loan. Your daughter Debbie is getting married. Your son Toby needs a new tuba. Let's face it, families cost money. Things come up that you had no way of predicting. We make personal loans for occasions like this to people who have good credit. So next time you find yourself connected to the unexpected, stop in and see us about a personal loan, subject to credit approval.
First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
At Desert Sun Auto Group, we support student athletes as they strive to be a champion in the classroom and on the playing field or course. Hi, this is Brandon. For over 25 years, Desert Sun has called Otero County home. Whether it's tailgating before Friday night football or fundraising for area programs, we're always behind the youth in our community. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we hope that you come by and see us at one of our 3 locations in Alamogordo. You can also find us online at any time at DesertSunMotors.com for the best deals under the sun.
Hometown pride. At the Winner's Circle, we've got a lot of it. In fact, we've got over 50 years of outfitting the champions of the Tularosa Basin. Your one-stop shop for high school sports apparel, letter jackets, t-shirts, polos, hats, and so much more. Get custom embroidery on letter jackets, hats, and shirts, special t-shirt prints, and plaques. Need something for your business, team, or personal use? We've got you covered.
Come see us at the Winner's Circle, outfitters of champions. Go Tigers!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019, and Brett George has fallen behind an account 3-0 to the leadoff hitter for Mayfield as Ethan Mackey gets things started. 1, 2, 3 hitters for Mayfield. Mackey, Carrillo, and then Reyes. And it's going to be a 4-pitch walk here as Mackey will head over to first. And A.R. Carrillo will come to the plate. And Mayfield, I think all but one inning, has had their leadoff hitter on. Pretty much been the theme for tonight. Pickoff move to first. Mackey, I don't know if he tried to steal in the first, but I think that was Carrillo. And a liner that is hit over to the Mayfield dugout on the third base side, but it goes foul, and it's 0-1 to Carrillo. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning, eventually came around and scored, reached on an error, and was caught stealing in the second. Mackey with a pretty big lead. Doesn't go. Swing and a miss, and George gets himself ahead in the count 0-2. He did strike out the side in the last inning. Unfortunately, in between those, had an error and a walk and an error that brought in a run. 2 runs in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 in the third for Mayfield. Tigers 1 in the first, 4 in the second, and 2 in the third. Here's the pitch, and here's a ground ball. That's a chopper up the middle. Should be able to get 1. See if they can get 2. They do! Barunda Ramirez able to step on the bag at second and then rifle it on to first. It's a 6-3 double play. And the Tigers get the twin killing, and there's 2 down in the inning in the top of the fourth with Antonio Reyes coming to the plate. Reyes a 2 RBI single back in the first. He popped out to right field in his other at-bat. Third time to see Brett George today as George winds and deals and sees that one miss a little high, maybe away as well. And it's 1-0. It won't be a clean 1-2-3 inning as a called strike, as it's 1-1. But it would still be only 3 guys up if the Tigers can get Reyes down here. I think it'd be the first one for either team. That's in there for a called strike. And it's 1-2 as George living on that outside corner. He's ready to go. George is always ready to go. Here's 1-2. That's outside and high. Hitters kind of settle into the box, and Brett's kind of, he's got, of course, the 6'5", 6'6" frame out there. Kind of a little bit of the Randy Johnson height thing going on out there. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Took a little bit off on that pitch, and the Tigers do put down 3 guys in the inning. One man gets on, but a double play ends that. No hits. Nobody left on, no runs, and no errors. Wow, haven't seen one of those. Haven't seen a 0 up on the scoreboard in an inning either. That's the first inning that has happened today. So it is still 7-5 Tigers after 3.5 innings. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
OFCU is having a spring savings sale on home equity loans. Now through April, OFCU will pay your fees and closing costs. Get a fixed rate of 3.49% APR for first lien position and 4.49% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Give OFCU a call today, 800-376-9000. Other restrictions do apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Visit us online at www.oterofcu.org.
Tularosa Communication is now offering the smart Wi-Fi with built-in network security and enhanced parental controls. Do you have kids at home that you want to protect from overexposure on the internet? Block content, set internet time limits, or app and website restrictions for each family member in the house. Get notified when you have a network intrusion and reroute bandwidth to devices that matter the most, all from an app on your phone. Take control of your internet with Tularosa Communications. Visit tularosa.net or call 585-2700 for more information. Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. Gabriel Collazo leads things off for the Tigers as Adon Campos begins his second inning of work. And the first pitch misses to Collazo. Gabriel 1 for 2. He's got a 2 RBI single today. And we'll watch that one in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. Collazo, DeRezzo, and Thatcher for the Tigers. And a 7-5 lead in the bottom of the fourth inning as it's low and away. And 2-1 here to the big first baseman. Campos into his motion. Here's the pitch. Goes with that breaking ball and gets a called strike. 2-2. Now, so far, that's what the Tigers have seen from the Mayfield pitchers. Not the big heat. It's been the breaking stuff. And swing and a miss as Collazo chases one, and he's down on strikes for the second time today. After all this hitting in the first few innings, you just watch. It'll be a pitcher's duel over the last 3 or 4. You never know. Always interesting the different characteristics you get in the same baseball game, where you think, gosh, these guys are just tattooing the ball on both sides, and pitchers aren't finding locations, and all of a sudden, guys start striking out left and right, and that one's going to come in and hit DeRezzo, and the Tigers will get a base runner. And DeRezzo will walk up the line a little bit. One of those curve balls. I'm sure it didn't feel especially good, but wasn't getting hit with an 85 mile an hour fastball or anything like that. So it's runner on first, and DeRezzo goes right away, low and away. The pitch misses. Here comes the throw. I think they got him. Oh no! They called him safe. Oh no! I don't know about that. I thought he got the tag down in time. I'd say up here that was pretty clear that the throw was there in time, but certainly bang bang. Whoever the coach was that came out and had a discussion with the field umpire, when he was going back, he must have said something, because the home plate umpire admonished him, and I heard a thank you from the Mayfield coach, as this one's going to get to the backstop, and DeRezzo was... Can't imagine he would have tried to score there, but he definitely turned the corner like he was thinking about it. So it's a stolen base, and then it's a wild pitch, and the Tigers have a runner on third with one down. And it's 1-0 here to Michael Thatcher. We'll say on the stolen base, I'm going to tell you right now, couldn't tell you. I can see the young man running there. But in terms of when the tag was applied, or if he got his hand in before, it's a breaking ball. It's in there for a strike, 1-1. This one popped up and may stay in play, And the first baseman getting over there and making the grab for the Trojans as Andrew Melenda is able to get there and get it in foul territory. So it's a pop out for Thatcher. And there's 2 down with Cash DeLanda coming to the plate for Alamogordo. Cash had to undo all his catcher gear, so he's now just walking into the box. DeRezzo at third was hit by a pitch, stole a base, and reached third on a wild pitch. I will say, if Alamogordo does score here, it'll feel like a little bit of a controversial inning in a run. And the pitch will miss away on the first offering to DeLanda, 1-0. Cash was hit by a pitch, and his courtesy runner, Nick Martinez, came around and scored in the third. He's also walked. Cash has been on both times he's come up to the plate. Looking for a hit here to give the Tigers a 3-run lead. Sends this one in the air and foul back in our direction. Evens up the count at 1-1 on the Tiger catcher. Bottom of 4, Tigers in front 7-5 on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. It has been an offensive affair today. That's a breaking ball right in there for a strike. Good pitch from Adon Campos. Those, 20 feet from the plate, it looks like it's coming inside on you, and it swings out. That'll miss outside on the 1-2, and it'll be 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Another breaking ball right in there, called strike 3. Very much as good as that strike 2 call. And the inning is over, so no runs for either team in this 4th inning. They match each other, and so it remains a 7-5 game. Tigers leave one on, no hits and no errors. And you're listening to Alamo Baseball here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Tigers in front, 7-5.
When someone thinks they have a better idea, like a new way to make it or a new place to take it, they start their own business. Every small business has not-so-small ambitions. We can help you with about every financial service you'll need, like e-statements to save your filing space, mobile banking from your smartphone, lines of credit for expansion, and online account access. To us, there's nothing small about small business.
First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Hi, this is Brandon with Desert Sun. With 3 amazing locations in Alamogordo, we make it easy to buy your next vehicle. Shop new at Toyota, GM, Chrysler, or Honda. We also have the biggest and most trusted used car inventory in the area. And if you need service, our technicians have the knowledge and experience to make sure your vehicle keeps running. Find the best deals under the sun at Desert Sun Toyota, Desert Sun Alamo, or Desert Sun GM, and always online at DesertSunMotors.com.
Hometown pride. At the Winner's Circle, we've got a lot of it. In fact, we've got over 50 years of outfitting the champions of the Tularosa Basin. Your one-stop shop for high school sports apparel, letter jackets, t-shirts, polos, hats, and so much more. Get custom embroidery on letter jackets, hats, and shirts, special t-shirt prints, and plaques. Need something for your business, team, or personal use? We've got you covered.
Come see us at the Winner's Circle. Outfitters of champions. Go Tigers!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019, and the 4-5-6 hitters due up in the top of the 5th inning for Mayfield. First pitch missed. Second pitch gets on the outside corner for a strike to Adon Campos. Campos, a double, and reached on an error in the third. Eventually scored. And looking for that outside corner again, but that's going to miss away and look like a little bit low, too. It is 2-1. And 2-1 misses, and it's 3-1. And the pitch. And this is fouled off and out of play. And the count goes 3-2 to the Mayfield pitcher. And home plate umpire relaying to the Alamogordo dugout that he's going to need some more baseballs. This is a chopper that'll go foul over towards the Alamogordo dugout on the first base side. Campos stays alive, and we'll see another 3-2 pitch. Leadoff hitter in the top of the 5th inning. Game 1 of our doubleheader, a beautiful Friday evening for some Tiger baseball. And that'll miss well outside in the leadoff walk. So again, the first hitter of the inning gets on for Mayfield. Campos will go to first. We'll see if we go courtesy runner here for Julian Gallegos will come up, and so it will be a courtesy runner for the pitcher Campos. And we'll see if it is the same courtesy runner. It looks like it is number 16 for Mayfield, and that is maybe not 16. Boy, my ability to read numbers today has just been, I'm going to go 10. I think it's Gabriel Martinez. Oh, he is 16. Okay. I just wrote the number wrong down on my score sheet. That's what happened. This one is lined right back to short and toss on to first, and it's another double play and another 6-3 double play. As it was a soft liner up the middle for Dominic Barunda Ramirez, and he rifles it on to first. The runner was dead meat. He was almost all the way to second on that. And the Tigers get another double play, back-to-back innings, as Alan Moran will come to the plate. He has struck out twice. That's, I guess, misses a little bit low there, 1-0. And this one hit in the air and right to second. Duchesne's got it, and this inning is over, and the Tigers have set down the last 8 in a row and have had 3 innings. Kind of. They've ended up with 2 double plays, but no hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody left on for Mayfield through 4.5 innings. It's the Tigers 7 and Mayfield 5. You're listening to Tiger Baseball on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
OFCU is having a spring savings sale on home equity loans. Now through April, OFCU will pay your fees and closing costs. Get a fixed rate of 3.49% APR for a first lien position and 4.49% APR for a second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Give OFCU a call today, 800-376-9000. Other restrictions do apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Visit us online at www.oterofcu.org.
Tularosa Communication is now offering the smart Wi-Fi with built-in network security and enhanced parental controls. Do you have kids at home that you want to protect from overexposure on the internet? Block content, set internet time limits, or app and website restrictions for each family member in the house. Get notified when you have a network intrusion and reroute bandwidth to devices that matter the most, all from an app on your phone. Take control of your internet with Tularosa Communications. Visit tularosa.net or call 585-2700 for more information. Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Pinch hitter for the Tigers to begin the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Kyle Stevie that'll hit for Bryce Viesca. And the first offering to him is going to miss outside. So the lefty comes in against the righty Adon Campos. Not sure how they'll change the defensive setup for the Tigers, but we'll let you guys know. A swing and a miss from Stevie, and it's 1-1. Campos quickly working. Here's the pitch. And that's going to miss. No, that's in there for a strike. I thought it was, but kind of a delayed reaction from the umpire. That was a good pitch. The 1-2. Swing, and I think he foul tipped it into the glove. And that is a strikeout for Stevie. 1 down. Brings up Brett George. Brett, who's got an RBI single. His courtesy runner came in and scored a little bit earlier in the game. That was David Pena. But he's been on both times. Grounded into a fielder's choice his other time up. That one comes down and in on him as he lays out of the way. 1-0. George will watch that one in there, and this is a little bit high. Kind of have to wait. Sometimes the umpire is pretty quick to call, and there's other times where it's a little bit delayed. 2-0 misses outside, and 3-0 quickly here to Brett George. Bradley Anderson, top of the order for the Tigers. And that's in there for a called strike on the outside corner. 3-1. And Campos already winding and dealing, and this is a ground ball foul up the first base line. As the count comes to 3-2. Looks like we're waiting for that baseball to come in from right field, and we'll toss it back on to the pitcher. Campos has been good since he came in. He settled things down. Brett has settled things down himself after a rough couple first innings. And George goes opposite field, and he's going to sneak that through for another base hit. Same place he sent it the last time, as the Tiger pitcher picks up his second hit of the day. And sure we'll see David Pena come on and run for him again. And so the Tigers with a runner on and back to the top of the order. Bradley Anderson, who has singled twice, has walked, and has scored twice. Also has an RBI today. And this is fought off over towards the Alamogordo dugout on the first base side. Foul ball. It's 0-1. You're just tuning in. We're in the bottom of the fifth inning with a 7-5 lead for the Alamogordo Tigers. Low and away, and almost got away from the catcher Carrillo, but that was a good play. He was able to get that glove in front of it and keep it in front of him. Not allow that runner to advance. 1-1. Anderson will see that one miss outside again and pulls ahead in the count 2-1. Shadow's getting a lot longer here. We'll probably, I don't know if we'll finish this one before sunset. We'll see. It just sort of depends if the offenses wake up again before this one's over. 2-1. And again fouled off. This one more back in our direction. Evens up the count at 2-2 on the Tigers center fielder. One out, runner on first in the bottom of the fifth, and the Tigers have got a 2-run lead, trying to give themselves a little bit more breathing room. 2 runs doesn't really feel that safe in this ball game, to be honest. And Anderson is going to see that one. Did it hit him? It did. So he'll head over to first. And Rylan Carroll will come up. And Anderson is on for the 4th time today. Rylan Carroll, a walk and a run scored and a couple of strikeouts. And watch that one in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Just a little bit off the plate outside. And Carrillo, I think, looked back thinking, really surprised that he didn't get that call. And Carrillo's going to go out and talk to his pitcher after that last one. He heads out to the mound, and maybe there's a cross up there, or just something that he saw that he wanted to talk with his pitcher about. But he heads back behind home plate. looking for that outside corner, doesn't get the call. It's 2-1. And he's going to drop the ball as he was getting into his motion. That's going to be a balk. And the runners are going to move up to second and third. And so with one out, Ryland Carroll will try to bunt, and it's a squeeze play, but the Tigers are going to be out. Needed to get that one a little bit deeper, and good play by A.R. Carrillo behind home plate as he got to that and was able to run back to his left and tag the runner. Not a bad idea, but just didn't get that deep enough. And Dominic Brunda Ramirez will come up with runners in the corners now. Brunda Ramirez is 1 for 2. Walking a double and a ground out. He's got a couple of RBIs this evening. Runner goes, and they're going to go ahead and just eat that and allow Carroll to get up to second base. Didn't want to allow the runner to try to come in and score. So the Tigers second and third with 2 outs now. Pretty much the same spots that they just were. And Brunda Ramirez behind in the count 0-1 after that called strike on the first offering. Campos into his motion. Here's the pitch. That's a little bit low. 1-1. Mayfield fans wanted that call. It was definitely close. The 1-1. And that one, I'm not sure where that one missed there. That looked like that came across the zone. 2-1 the count. And I think Carrillo said that was outside. Or that was what it was relayed to him, that it was outside. 2-1. That misses away, and it's 3-1 now. Will miss outside, and that'll be a walk. And it'll load the bases with 2 down. And the Tigers cleanup hitter, Gabriel Collazo, coming to the plate. He's got a couple RBIs and a single. He also has a couple of strikeouts. And now we're going to see the Mayfield coach come out of the dugout and talk to his pitcher and his entire infield with the bases loaded and 2 down. And a pretty key moment here in the bottom of the 5th inning. If Alamogordo can play a couple of runs in this spot, and I'm not totally sure it'll break the game wide open, but like I said, 2 runs doesn't feel like an especially comfortable spot. I mean, it's better than being behind or only having 1 run, but it's still, in this game, Mayfield got 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and have not scored in the last 2 innings, while the Tigers, with 1 run in the first, 4 in the second, and 2 in the third, as the meeting is still going on, the umpire walking out to the mound, and both of them, I think, are going to try to break this up. And now it is finally broken up. And so Collazo will step in. And I'm sure there was a lot of discussion what the pitcher should do defensively. Got to force it any base here. That with 2 outs is not a bad spot to be in. Gives you some options to try to get out of it. Collazo to right field, base hits. And just over the jumping attempt from the first baseman, and 2 runs come in. And on the very first pitch, Collazo ropes it out to right field as the first baseman, Melinda, tried to jump up and get that, but it was just outside of his reach. And that's 4 RBIs on the day now for Collazo. He ends up at first. Anderson and Carroll score on the play. And the Tigers lead 9-5. High and outside, it misses to Jeremiah DeRezzo. Runners in the corner still for him. As Berunda Ramirez worked his way all the way to third on that hit. That's a breaking pitch that misses high. And 2-0 to DeRezzo. Jeremiah knocked in a run back in the first inning. And that's a curveball that 3-0. And tell the frustration starting to mount a little bit with not getting some of these calls. 3-0 misses high. And so the Tigers pick up another walk. And so Michael Thatcher will come up. And it'll be the bases loaded again for the Tigers with 2 down. And Michael, who singled and scored in third, an opportunity. And that one will miss outside. The 1-0. And swing and a miss as Thatcher gets too far in front of that. It's 1-1. 2 down, bases loaded for the Tigers. Already 2 runs home in the bottom of the 5th. And a 9-5 lead. Outside it misses. And 2-1. Two-one is low. And it's 3-1. Campos will look in. Here's the pitch. Check swing. No. And that's going to miss, and that's going to bring in a run. It's a walk. And so give Thatcher an RBI on the walk there, and Berunda Ramirez scores. This will be 9th hitter of the inning for the Tigers. Single, hit by pitch, walk, single, walk, walk. That's been the order with the fielder's choice and a strikeout. Tigers lead now 10-5. And that'll miss. In there for a strike. 1-1. Well, that's a curveball. Looked like that dropped in there for a strike as well, but they don't get the call. 2-1. Low and away, it missed. Now 3-1. That's high and it misses, and it'll be another walk that brings in a run. And so Collazo will score, and it's 11-5. And so Bryce Viescas will get a chance to hit here, as Kyle Stevie earlier in the inning had hit. Low and away. 1-0 to Viescas. 11-5 Tigers. Campos into his motion. Here's the pitch and a swing and a miss. Toss over to first, and they get they try to get the runner over at first, but while they were over there, they weren't paying attention to the runner that was at third, and he comes in and scores. Does Jeremiah DeRezzo. And first and second for the Tigers, as it'll be another run home, and it's a 12-5 lead for Alamogordo. Fifth run home in the inning. 1-1 the count. You got to think that was intended there, keep the runner away from the bag a little bit at first. So maybe the catcher makes the throw over there and said the runner came home. And here's a ground ball that is going to be foul at the first base line. Takes the count 1-2 now. 12-5, Tigers in front. 2 runs home on walks in this inning. 2 RBI single from Gabriel Collazo. And called strike 3. And the inning is over. But the Tigers played 5, and they lead 12-5 after 5 innings of play. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Now you have a choice when it comes to keeping massive files of your bank statements every month. With an online e-statement, you'll have an accurate, easy-to-read electronic statement you can access anywhere, anytime. Get more control over your cash flow. And no more giant filing cabinets. Our e-statements get an A+.
First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
At Desert Sun Auto Group, we support student athletes as they strive to be a champion in the classroom and on the playing field or course. Hi, this is Brandon. For over 25 years, Desert Sun has called Otero County home. Whether it's tailgating before Friday night football or fundraising for area programs, we're always behind the youth in our community. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we hope you come by and see us at one of our 3 locations in Alamogordo. You can also find us online at any time at DesertSunMotors.com for the best deals under the sun.
Hometown pride. At the Winter Circle, we've got a lot of it. In fact, we've got over 50 years of outfitting the champions of the Tularosa Basin. Your one-stop shop for high school sports apparel, letter jacket, t-shirts, polos, hats, and so much more. Get custom embroidery on letter jackets, hats, and shirts, special t-shirt prints, and plaques. Need something for your business, team, or personal use? We've got you covered.
Come see us at the Winter Circle. Outfitters of champions. Go Tigers!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Alamogordo leads this one 12-5. And it's 2-0 here to AJ Carrillo. The pitch. It's on the outside corner for a strike, 2-1. Tries to get that one in there, but this is a little bit low. 3-1. There's a ground ball to first. Collazo has that cleanly. Steps on the bag at first, and there's one down. And coming to the plate looks like a pinch hitter for Mayfield, as E.J. Medina will come on. That'll be his first opportunity to hit on the day, as he replaces Andrew Melenda, who popped out and struck out in his 2 tries. We're ready to go here. Nobody on. It's the top of the 6th, and Alamogordo in front 12-5. Here's the pitch, and that's a little bit high on the fastball. Swing and a miss, and it's even up the count at 1-1. Really impressed with Brett George. They, again, had a rough first couple of innings, and even the third, but since then, it's been very good. He has given up some base runners, but Tigers have had double plays in each of the last 2 innings as he misses a little high, 2-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2 now. And swing and a miss, he struck him out. 2 down in the inning. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 strikeouts for Brett George this evening. And another pinch hitter as Alex White will come on for Miguel Gonzalez. And going down the bench to give some guys some opportunities here. Here's the pitch from George. High and outside, it misses. 1-0 the count. George into his motion. Here comes the lefty. And check swing, but it's a strike anyway. Count evens up at 1-1. Alex White getting his first hacks of the day, and he'll foul this one back to the screen. And he falls behind in the count 1-2. George winds, deals, high, and now 2-2 to White. Here it comes. High and outside, 3-2. I think you just maybe get one over here. You kind of ramp up on that fastball and called strike 3 right at the knees as White watches that in. And the inning is over. 7 strikeouts and a 1-2-3 inning for the Mayfield Trojans. Tigers will look for a little bit more insurance. In fact, if they score 3 runs in the next inning, they can end this game. And they've certainly been able to do that a couple of times already tonight. It's 12-5 Tigers as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
OFCU is having a spring savings sale on home equity loans. Now through April, OFCU will pay your fees and closing costs. Get a fixed rate of 3.49% APR for first lien position and 4.49% APR for second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Give OFCU a call today, 800-376-9000. Other restrictions do apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Visit us online at www.oterofcu.org.
Slow internet again? Signal constantly dropping? Don't take it out on your computer. Instead, call Tularosa Communications for internet stress relief. They have the speed and the reliability to make your internet dreams come true. If you want fast, they have faster. If you want service you can rely on, they are the most reliable. And customer service? It's all about you. Call Tularosa Communications to get connected. 585-2700. Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. And the Alamogordo Tigers trying to add on some insurance runs here. And I think we still have the same pitcher. We do. And George will foul this one off and back in our direction as he falls behind in the count 0-1. So it's Don Campos that'll continue on the hill for Mayfield as we work our way into the bottom of the sixth inning. Tigers leading 12-5. This is sent foul up the third base line. I'll tell you what, something I've been impressed with tonight for Alamogordo is a lot of their guys have been going opposite field. Whether it's George as a lefty, he's been sending it out to the left side, and that one comes in on him. Be 1-2. But you look at a lot of the runs the Tigers scored, they've just been taking what's been given to them and you know, poking it out to that field, poking it out to that field, and they'll miss high, and it's 2-2. And maybe part of that has to do with the kind of pitchers they've been facing, but George will foul this one off and keep the count 2-2. Tigers sent 10 to the plate in the last inning. 2-2 pitch is off the end of the bat and to the left of the mound. Fielded by Campos. Toss on to first, and they just beat Brett George. Good hustle there from Brett up the line, but a nice play by the pitcher, Campos, as he's able to get to that and get the runner at first. 1-3 on the putout, and one down in the inning as we go to the back to the top of the order for the fifth time tonight. Bradley Anderson has been on all 4 times. He's scored 3 runs. Quite an effort for the Tiger leadoff man. Brett George, by the way, in that number 9 spot, ended up going 2 for 4 with an RBI. And a run for David Pena as well. He also picked up a stolen base. That's pretty good. Nice day as a courtesy runner. In there for a strike as the 1-0 misses for Anderson. Or I should say in there for a strike as he watches the 1-0. First pitch did miss. And that's low and away. 2-1 to Anderson. As I mentioned, walk, hit by pitch, a couple of singles, and RBI. And 3 runs scored. As that'll miss off the outside, 3-1. Check swing. And there for a strike. 3-2. One down and the base is empty. Here's the pitch from Campos. And that'll miss high and away. So it'll be another walk, and for the 5th time today, Bradley Anderson gets on. He'll likely end the day 2 for 2 with an RBI and 2 walks and a hit by pitch. And 3 runs. Three run thing when you're a leadoff hitter, as that pitch misses inside on the fastball. 1-0 to Rylan Carroll. Rylan has scored twice, reached on a walk and a fielder's choice, has struck out the other 2 times. And that one's going to go off the glove. It'll be a pass ball behind the plate, and Anderson slid into second. Probably didn't need to there, but he was being safe, I guess, at the end of the day. And I think the home plate umpire is telling the Alamogordo players to get into the dugout. Obviously, you can duck behind the railing if a foul is hit your direction. Now that area, it's a little more difficult. And outside it misses, and it's 3-0 here to Carroll. And time going to be called as A.R. Carrillo is going to go out and talk to his pitcher as they continue to have a discussion with 1 out. Remember, this is game 1 of a doubleheader. We'll have 1 more after this. Tigers, if they score 3 runs in the inning, can end this one, or they'll try to finish it off in the top half of the 7th. Carroll heading the count 3-0. Anderson at second. And that's a breaking ball that I guess stayed a little bit high. And so it's back-to-back walks. And Dominic Barunda Ramirez will come up. That'll miss high and away. So Carroll's going to end up going 0 for 3. But 2 walks and 2 runs scored. And maybe more, we'll see. As the 1-0 misses, and it's 2-0 now. And we do have somebody in the Mayfield bullpen that's working. And that'll miss high. And 3-0. That's in there for a strike. 3-1. Swing and don't think, that was not fouled. It gets away from the catcher. Runners move up to second and third. Dominic was a little upset with himself for swinging at that one. Kind of slumped his shoulders, but he's going to step back in here with a runner on second and third down, an opportunity to add to his 2 RBI total today. Here comes the 3-2. And he fouls it off, and we'll do it again. Carroll at second, Anderson at third. Bradley would like to have a 4-run day. We'll see if he gets that. 3-2, misses away, and it loads the bases. 3 consecutive walks have loaded the bases here for Mayfield, and Gabriel Collazo will come to the plate. Gabriel with 4 RBIs in the day, both of them off singles. He also scored a run in the 5th. And we got time called, and I think we're going to see a pitching change for Mayfield. I think it's going to be someone coming off the bench. So I think they'll move Campos back to first. And I believe they're going to bring off Melenda, or maybe he's going to be the one to pitch. No? So Melenda will head out to right field. And the Mayfield right fielder, Gonzalez, will come off. So Melenda's out to right. You move Campos back to first. And it looks like Ernesto Uranga is going to come in and pitch. And while he warms up, we will take a break. It's Alamogordo 12, Mayfield 5. The Tigers are able to plate 3 runs here. They put themselves in the win column here in Game 1.
If you and your family are looking for a new home, you don't have to look far for a home mortgage. As a community bank, we not only have great rates, we offer you friendly financial service right here in the neighborhood. There are a lot of options in real estate lending. We're here to see that you get a loan you can live with. Talk to us about your home mortgage. We're an equal housing lender.
First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Hi, this is Brandon with Desert Sun. With 3 amazing locations in Alamogordo, we make it easy to buy your next vehicle. Shop new at Toyota, GM, Chrysler, or Honda. We also have the biggest and most trusted used car inventory in the area. And if you need service, our technicians have the knowledge and experience to make sure your vehicle keeps running. Find the best deals under the sun at Desert Sun Toyota, Desert Sun Alamo, or Desert Sun GM, and always online at DesertSunMotors.com.
Hometown pride. At the Winter Circle, we've got a lot of it. In fact, we've got over 50 years of outfitting the champions of the Tularosa Basin. Your one-stop shop for high school sports apparel, letter jacket, t-shirts, polos, hats, and so much more. Get custom embroidery on letter jackets, hats, and shirts, special t-shirt prints, and plaques. Need something for your business, team, or personal use? We've got you covered.
Come see us at the Winter Circle, outfitters of champions. Go Tigers!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Gabriel Collazo will come on to face Ernesto Uranga. And in the world of college basketball, I think St. Peter's is about to beat Purdue. The 15 seed may be going off to the Elite Eight. They're up 65-61 with under 20 seconds left. Unbelievable. Pitch misses high here to Collazo. 65-64 with 8 seconds left. Maybe not quite done yet. The 1-0. That's in there for a strike. 1-1 for Uranga. Bradley Anderson at third, Rylan Carroll at second, Dominic Bruno Ramirez at first. Tigers can clear the bases. They can win this game. They're in pretty good shape regardless, but that one goes behind Collazo as he was able to lean forward out of the way. 2-1. And that'll be in there for a strike on the outside corner. And the count's 2-2. And it is over. 15 seed St. Peter's on to the Elite 8. How cool is that? Here comes the 2-2. This is fouled off and out of play as Collazo spoils that pitch, keeps it 2-2. It is National Peacock Day, so why not? The 2-2. And this one is hit in the air to center field, but should be more than deep enough. Are they going to send the runner? They will not. That was be a pop-out center. You know, we haven't seen a lot of pop-outs to the outfield in this game. That has just not been, we haven't had a lot of pop-fly pitchers in this game. And Jeremiah DeRezzo will come to the plate. So Collazo is going to finish his day 2 for 5 with 4 RBIs. That's pretty good. Also throwing a run scored. Jeremiah DeRezzo, who's been on base 3 times today. Single, hit by a pitch, walked, got an RBI, got a stolen base. Pretty nice stat line. Uranga has come on here to try and keep the damage to a minimum here in this inning, and so far there's been no damage. Tigers have loaded the bases on walks. And this one hit in the air to right field. Going back after it. It's over his head. This is going to end the game. 1 run across, 2 runs across, and the 3rd run comes across, and the Tigers win this 15-5. That should be it. Now, the umpire hasn't called it yet, but it should be. It's a 10-run rule game. It's 15-5. Okay, that is it. There's taking a little bit of time there. The score. Here's the problem. The scoreboard doesn't show the full number up there on the bottom half, and so I'm sure that was part of it that didn't know that it was a 10-run rule there. So he was looking at the scoreboard, and the scoreboard wasn't showing, so he wasn't sure. Anyway, Tigers get the win, and boy, 15 runs for a team that has not been able to get the offense going over the last week or so. That's got to feel good for that group. We got one more game to play, though. It's 15-5, the final score on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll wrap this one up, and we'll take a little bit of a break and come back with Game 2. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
OFCU is having a spring savings sale on home equity loans. Now through April, OFCU will pay your fees and closing costs. Get a fixed rate of 3.49% APR for a first lien position and 4.49% APR for a second lien position. Unlock the equity in your home and save. Give OFCU a call today, 800-376-9000. Other restrictions do apply. All loans are subject to credit approval. Rates are based on credit worthiness. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Visit us online at www.oterofcu.org.
Tularosa Communication is now offering the smart Wi-Fi with built-in network security and enhanced parental controls. Do you have kids at home that you want to protect from overexposure on the internet? Block content, set internet time limits, or app and website restrictions for each family member in the house. Get notified when you have a network intrusion and reroute bandwidth to devices that matter the most, all from an app on your phone. Take control of your internet with Tularosa Communications. Visit tularosa.net or call 585-2700 for more information.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season.
May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company, 318 South White Sands Boulevard, or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Sometimes you just need a loan. Your daughter Debbie is getting married. Your son Toby needs a new tuba. Let's face it, families cost money. Things come up that you had no way of predicting. We make personal loans for occasions like this to people who have good credit. So next time you find yourself connected to the unexpected, stop in and see us about a personal loan, subject to credit approval.
First National Bank, member FDIC. When you grow, we grow.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Alamogordo gets a 15-5 win here in Game 1 of this doubleheader over Mayfield. Tigers great at the plate and really strong pitching after the third inning, and really after the second inning for Brett George, as he ended up striking out, 5-7, and didn't allow a run after the third inning, didn't allow an earned run after the second inning. The third inning, there was an error that eventually brought a run in. Didn't give up a hit after the second inning. Pretty good stuff there from Brett George, and the Tigers' bats were fantastic. Bradley Anderson 2 for 2 with an RBI, a couple of walks, 4 runs scored. Rylan Carroll had a couple of walks and 3 runs scored, was 0 for 3 on the day. Dominic Bruno Ramirez 1 for 2 with a double, 2 RBIs, 3 runs and 3 walks. Gabriel Collazo 2 for 5 with 4 RBIs and a run scored. Jeremiah D'Arezzo 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs, a walk, 2 stolen bases and a run scored. Michael Thatcher 1 for 3 with a single and a walk and a run scored and an RBI. Cash DeLanda didn't have an official at bat. He walked twice and was hit by a pitch. Got an RBI on the day. And his Kersey runner, Nick Martinez, got a run scored. And Brett George was 2 for 4 with an RBI. And his pinch runner, David Pena, with a run and a stolen base on the day as well. So a fantastic Game 1 for the Tigers, just what the doctor ordered. We'll see if they can make it a sweep. It would be big for Alamogordo. They improved to 4-9 and 1-4 in district play. And we're going to send you back to ESPN Radio for a little while. I'm sure they're talking about St. Peter's, man, with the huge upset over Purdue. The number 15 seed is in the Elite 8 of the NCAA tournament. That is awesome. On National Peacock Day, nonetheless. That is fantastic. I think Kansas and Providence are playing in the other game right now. So we'll get you to that coming up here in just a little while. And actually right now we'll play our Tiger Athlete of the Week, who is Zach Sell from Tiger Track and Field. So we'll do that, and then we'll get you some ESPN Radio, and we will come back with Game 2, probably in about 20 minutes here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
This is your Alamo Sports Tiger Athlete of the Week Spotlight, brought to you by the Winner Circle. This week's athlete is Zach Sell of Tiger Track and Field. Well, you've gotten off to a great start. You've been winning a lot of your events in track and field. How do you feel like you've done so far?
So far, I've done pretty good. Got to qualify for high jump in about